welcome back to another edition of Talk That Talk podcast. I go by the name of Bacon. I got my co-hosts with me.
Hey, man, you already know what the deal is. Feel me? Daddy Reasons.
Yeah, man.
I'm out here, man.
Daddy Reasons, a.k.a. Justice Reasons.
Say what's up to the people.
Justin Fields.
Say what's up to the people.
What's up, man?
What's up, little man?
And we also got our brother, our man.
Yeah, man, we're working out the technical difficulties over here, man. I'm just getting back from some travel, watching some good hoops at the Summer League. I wouldn't say good hoops. That's a little subjective, but a lot of talent out there, literally and figuratively.
That's dope. That's dope.
Caught the Raiders preseason game too and got the vibes of the stadium.
How is the stadium? Is it good?
Bro, it's clean, man. It is so clean. You get your authentic, lower class Raider fans out there acting ignorant as hell. You know, with the EMTs walking up and down the, the food walkways.
Yeah.
But the vibes is 100, man. They put a lot of work into that. So
Told y'all.
Yeah, that's where it's at, man. That's where it's at. Ain't nothing like going to Vegas for the weekend.
Hey, it's going to change Vegas forever, promise you. But you know what's going to be changed forever?
What's that?
It's that these players with these women, that's for the streets. Brittany, oh my Lord. Brittany used to be a good household name. Now when you hear Brittany, you don't even want to, you probably want to do some things that ain't even holy, and we ain't going to go on there. But Brittany, I believe her last name is Garner, right? Brittany Garner?
No, it's Renner.
Brittany Renner has taken my man. PJ.
Taken's it's an understatement.
PJ stole, I should say, $200,000 a month for a baby. Is the baby even born yet? The baby ain't even born yet, is it? Is it born yet? Is the baby born yet?
Bro.
Listen, I don't know if the baby's born yet. So
even Jackson don't agree.
Yeah, but here's what my thing is. I can't feel sorry for the man. I just can't, because protection is very viable and very accessible. And for you to be thinking that you can change a hoe into a housewife, that's your bad. That's your bad. Like these athletes, man, it's like they don't never really fully get that for you really have to find you one that really come with you from the struggle. Because when you get one as you're climbing, a lot of their intentions are good. And it's not all of them. It's not all of them. Just a lot of them. Their intention's not good. And now, PJ Washington, you are getting hit for $200K. And listen, Blake Griffin just went through that. And that was with somebody he was actually with. But Blake is making millions. PJ, you ain't even got to a second contract yet, young brother. And she in your pockets for $200,000 a month. Jay, $200,000 a month? What is that math
His
for
check
you?
don't support that.
What is that a year?
That's 1.4 a year, right?
Oh.
No, that's 2.4 a year.
He didn't touch the basketball. He wasn't shooting with me in the gym.
Jay, is he making 2.4?
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
But it ain't much more than that. If after you factor in taxes,
that's tax free.
Charlotte Hornets. Let me go double
That's
check.
tax free, by the way.
Oh, okay.
That's tax free. That's 1.4 million tax.
Yeah,
free.
4.2 though. But 4.2 after taxes, that's 60% of that he's taking home, and that's not good. And not only that, you know, he gets his option picked up next year, but then that's when you were restricted. So that raised the bar on your future income, dog. Woo, that's so messy. You know that? Did you guys ever see that comedy special? Who Raised You? TK Kirkland. TK Kirkland.
I haven't seen that.
The whole segment, dog. I'm gonna shoot it to you. The whole segment was basically people doing ignorant stuff, and it concentrates on colored people acting up in public. Who raised you? Ninja, who raised you? Oh my God, it's classic. I'm gonna put up a highlight like that.
Here's my thing, yo. And I'm gonna say this. I get it. PJ could have made a better decision and wrapped it up. And I know from now on he's gonna wrap that thing up triple times. He probably ain't even gonna be having no type of feeling when it comes to that type of dealing. But for the judge to honor, to say, I feel you, Jack. I hear you. He hear me. To have the judge say that $200,000 for an unborn baby, a baby that's probably born or unborn, what are you gonna do with $200,000?
But babe, so listen.
What are you doing with I just need to know, what are you doing with $200,000 with a 1 month year old, 2 month year old, 3 month year old baby? I just need to know.
Look, babe, the money is based off said income. That's why, see, what happens is these dudes, they're in a bad spot because they can't be full-time fathers. And because you can't be a full-time father, they feel like the mother can be full-time based on your profession. So what these dudes fail to do is commit to saying, when I go to court, I'm going to court for full custody, not going to court to settle child support, because to me, I'm not about to let you get $200,000 out of me. Oh, we're going to be in court for a long time because I know I'm going to have to pay your lawyer fees and my lawyer fees anyway. So we might as well, do this for a while. I'm about to sit here and go through this till I get 100 to 75% full custody. That means you keeping our child when I need you to. So that means I can't be giving you all that child support. By him basically saying, all right, let's go to court and sell the numbers, that's basically you saying you're going to see the child when you want to. So she gets to control the money narrative. So he's dumb on two parts.
Yeah.
Dumb for not wearing a condom, and then dumb for not fighting.
Bro, and apparently she had a track record, you know, talking all reckless, and the NBA players just like to shoot up the club without no protection.
Oh my
bro.
She wrote a book and everything.
Come on, man.
Who raised but anyway, you, man, I'm praying for my boy Mental because it's going to hurt his pockets. But you know who pockets it probably wouldn't hurt if it happened to him? And it's the Claw, a.k.a. Kawhi Leonard, who signed a 4-year extension for $176 million of them things. When you hear that, you like $200K, go ahead and have it. But you know, if you're making 176, you're going to be giving out more. So Kawhi's a little bit smarter than that, staying out of the streets. Again, if they for the streets, leave them in the streets. Like Future said, give them back to the streets. At the end of the day.
I mean, and you couldn't use Future because he got like 15 baby mamas. So he probably not the best.
I'm just saying his code word was give them back to the streets. But not only did the Clippers re-sign Kawhi, but also Philadelphia signed Embiid for a max deal for $196 million. So people are getting paid. Do you think that that's well deserved for them players to get that much money?
I just look at the. Go ahead,
Jay.
When you look at it, like I said, we got into this before, but I'm giving Future money on what I'm expecting in the future. And the thing is like with Joel Embiid, I don't think a lot of these players, and I said this about Chris Paul and I was wrong, so it happens, but I'm like, what are the odds if Joel Embiid has played less than 50% of his games as a pro, and you giving him $196 million over 4 years, and then Biggs, just based off of his injury history and just Biggs in general, it's like one off season and then they don't have it no more at all. So it's like, what is the chances he's going to earn all this 196? And even Kawhi, but you have to overpay on the back end just to make sure you don't have no problems on the front end. So,
it's an interesting situation because Kawhi technically took less money, to be quite honest, because A, he could have re-signed during the season and got more, or B, he could have re-signed next year and did a 1+1 and end up getting a super max. So I think this just shows two things. Kawhi wants to be a Clipper. he's not going to play this year, so he was securing his bag. That's how I look at it. So secure the bag. And then with Joel Embiid, same thing. It's very interesting for the Clippers. I mean, for the Sixers to commit that much money to a guy that is injury prone. And it's just like one of those things when you dedicate and allocate that much money to a guy, you expect a lot in return. And Jay, I agree with you. Are you really gonna get $196 million in return? You feel me overall? Yeah. And
because that's guaranteed, right? That's guaranteed.
Yeah, NBA money is for sure. Like all that goes straight to you. That's and crazy. This is the reason why when you look at, a Steph Curry contract, because his last year, his deal, he making $50 million a year. You 59. Feel me? Yeah. And it's like one of those situations to where, barring any freak injuries, Steph is going to be available. So I can pay Steph that because I know what I'm getting back from Steph. And then we look at another person that got paid, and Jay was the one person that brought this up. It's like a Rudy Gobert contract. You paying him $200 million to be a specialist. So it's like NBA players are really using their power to get these bags, and these owners are like, well, what are we going to do? And,
what's the alternative?
Yeah. And I mean, me as an owner or a GM, like, I'm looking at players and we're going to have real talks. I don't know. I don't know if I'm out here giving out these bags like that.
Well, you got to think about it. You got to think about this too, guys, is that they're getting a new TV deal. So they're making billions of dollars off the TV deals and off the other things. So they're able to fundle out a little bit more extra cash that they usually are able to do. But I would say, this is my thing. When you got two players who are injury prone, who rarely plays a full season, who do a lot of load management. I mean, Embiid usually plays the majority of the season, but his is just freak accidents. Just constantly find his way just injury prone. And Kawhi, he does load management and still get hurt. I don't understand how that's even possible. But to give them that much money to not be durable is the part that is a red flag for me. And it just like, it doesn't make sense. I would have been more on the safer side to protect my franchise, to protect, my team aspect, because maybe I wanted to get more players, to get some additional assets for that, instead of putting a lot of money in players who, don't get me wrong, great athletes, great players, great assets to the team, but their durability is different. When I see something like a LeBron getting that much money, then I can see it, because LeBron rarely gets hurt. He rarely, out of his career, he's rarely missing any games. Russell Westbrook, another one, rarely missing any games. You know what I mean? Kevin Durant, besides those freak injuries, he rarely misses some games. Giannis, you know what I mean?
Hold that thought. I see where you're going, Bake, but my question to you is this. We can both question Kawhi and Embiid. It's ironic that they both getting that money right there on the same day. But basically, the question to the Clippers is, because Kawhi's pressing them, he's like, I opted out. I'm losing my power, my superstar, I'm not my superstar, my Superman, right? When you hit that turbo button, he sees his mortality and he's like, this is the time where I still have the power and I can squeeze them for $200 million. If he risks waiting another 12 months and like doing the 1+1s that he's been doing, that's assuming that worst case scenario in 12 months, they're still going to throw the house at me. But that line when you say, why are the Clippers or the Philly going to offer me this, is because if you and me look at it and say, well, damn, maybe 150, but not 200. Let's just try to bargain. And then the next team over, the New York Knicks, says, oh, Kawhi, they don't love you like that, bro. Come on over here and get the $200 million for here. So that difference between 70% of what they should get versus what that 100% of that, fair market value, these owners, they don't have that choice.
Yeah.
So you can try to lowball me, and I'm just going to wait for the next New York Knicks to come save the day. And that's what they do. That's the reason I made the mistake on Dennis Schroeder, but that's another topic for another day.
No, hold up. He might as well get brought up. I feel like
hold that thought.
He got to get brought up because he ties into PJ Washington and he ties into this. Dennis Schroeder is the ultimate bag fumbler. Okay, it's when you overprice yourself thinking you are better or you deserve more than what you worth. And he fumbled, quote unquote, $13 million in a bag. You feel me? So while PJ Washington is mad about his $200,000 being lost, Schroeder just fumbled $13 million.
Here's my thing, though, and we can move on.
It was more than that, but 13 per year. Yeah.
We can move on after this point right here. I think Schroeder banked on the Lakers going to the NBA Finals and him being an asset to the team winning the finals. And if you win the finals, if you're in the NBA Finals and you get a ring, then your price range goes up, right? And if he played the viable role in helping the Lakers win a championship, then that's his mindset. He just predicted wrong. I think he thought that he was going to come in here. They was going to help him. He was going to help play a role and win in the championship, put up some great numbers, and people was going to be like, we need Schroeder.
It was three things. And everybody's having fun at his expense. And I understand it. There was some dynamics where he could have squeezed them. But when you didn't factor in Anthony Davis popping his groin, when you didn't factor in I'm getting COVID and I'm not even going to be in my flow by the time playoffs start, and then you factor in the Lakers are willing to take it. I don't want to digress from the topic when I say Russell Westbrook is one of the worst contracts in the NBA, because I know reasons that's something you might take issue with. But what I will say is that was such a wild move for them taking Westbrook. He didn't factor that in. So between COVID, Anthony Davis popping his groin, and them swinging for the fences with Westbrook, there's just it was this confluence of bad stuff for dudes.
Yeah. And Jay,
84 million.
Hey, Jay, I mean, I hear you, but I feel like the Lakers only went and got Russ because they didn't believe in what Schroeder was going to be able to provide to the team. Bake brought this up countless of times. Schroeder was not being a point guard because he was playing for a contract. And when you play for a contract, you tend to play for yourself at times. You're not playing within the microcosm of the office.
That's the story of Summer League. I saw that all weekend, bro. Weekend. People are trying to play a game of chemistry and harmony for themselves the whole weekend, bro.
You can't do that. And so that is a part of the reason why the Lakers was like, all right, well, you turned down the money we was giving you because when we took off, you was a part of the process. So it was like, look, we're going to shoot you the extension. You take it. We good. You feel me? But you shot down the extension like, nah, I don't want that. You feel me? I feel like I'm gonna be worth more towards the end. I look at it like this. He will never be able to recruit what he decided to turn down because now he's in Boston and you're basically the third option all over again when Jaylen Brown and Tatum is taking shots. So how do you figure you about to usher yourself into another big contract? You about to be playing for mid-level exceptions, champ. That's all you about to be worth. And that's just keeping it a bean.
Well, moving right along, that's keeping it a bean. The Clippers have already surrendered their season by signing Eric Bledsoe and getting rid of Patrick Beverley and Rajon Rondo. Is this a good trade or a horrible trade for the Clippers?
What I got going on?
It's a whole bunch of nothing trade going on. It saves the Clippers some money year 2. They can cut them for they can get out of that second year just telling them here's $3 million, go away. And in the meantime, it does give them, I think overall he's still I think he has more to offer than Beverly and Rondo if he's motivated and he's going into this last year like he's a free agent. But in the end, he ain't moving the needle, especially if Kawhi don't play.
Listen, Eric Bledsoe shoots worse than Russell Westbrook damn near in certain given situations. So if people want to come at Russ for his shooting woes, then I need everybody to have that same goddamn energy to Mr. Eric Bledsoe. You feel me? He is basically going to be the third option in Los Angeles right now. I'm talking about right now, as with the current team, because it's going to go PG, and then Reggie Jackson then earned himself some real love. And then you got the combination of Ibaka and Moores. And then you think about Eric Bledsoe.
You got to forget about Terrence Mann. You got Terrence Mann.
So again, like the Clippers did absolutely nothing in this situation. Nothing. They didn't get better. They really didn't get no worse. but it's just like the Clippers are just showing us they're going to be a 7 seed. That's what they're doing. They are a play-in team next year. And here's the thing for Jay. I want you to answer this for me. What's going to happen when Paul George is in his Paul George bag this year, and then Kawhi has to come back? I feel like they don't fully get that whole dynamic ain't really been worked out, and it's not about to be worked out no time soon because Paul George about to be a solo star, and then when Kawhi comes back, now they got to go back to figuring it out, and they couldn't figure it out to begin with.
Yeah. Well, a lot changes. I think if this is enough time to where the Clippers can figure out all of what they need to, and then Kawhi can come in after the fact and not this contract was bigger than what it looks like on paper, even though it was a big contract on paper. It was Kawhi conceding that I want security over power, so to speak, the leverage with the 1+1 deals, right? So when I look psychologically at he's trading security, then that means, one, the Clippers now have the power as an organization over him. Yep. They can, after 6 months, they can ship him out if they want to. They don't plan to. I'm sure that they don't. But what I'm really getting at too is Kawhi is going to have to assimilate to a point. If the roster of Paul George is doing his thing and some of the other pieces are panning out, then it's Kawhi's job to acclimate himself. Is all I'm saying. Yeah. So it's a fresh look at it.
See. I really don't know how Bledsoe is going to help the Clippers because he doesn't stretch the floor. They still don't have shooters. I think he can help out with the defensiveness and his athleticism, but as far as like offensive game, he's going to be in trouble in that regard. So it'd be interesting to see how they're going to use him if he's going to come off the bench. Because when Bledsoe came off the bench, when he came at 6 man, that's when he got his bag. When he was a 6 man,
that's what it is.
Coming off the bench, putting in numbers, no expectations, and just hooping.
But I'm not paying nobody $15 million to be my 6 man.
Hey,
well,
we'll
but now agendas change, and it's at the end of the contract, and they just need that same kind of love. And he's about to be a free agent, so squash the expectations. He ain't a part of the crunch time 5. You can come in as a 7th or an 8th man and just give us our best version of you.
Exactly. And now, moving right along before we end up getting up out of here, Christmas Day games. Oh, it's been announced, man. NBA haven't even started, and they already got Christmas Day games. We got Atlanta versus the Knicks, Celtics versus the Bucks, the Warriors versus the Phoenix Suns, Dallas versus the Jazz, and the one that everybody's going to be getting their popcorn ready, getting their meals ready. I know Jay's going to watch the Warriors and the Suns game because he's a Warriors fan, but what everybody in the world is going to be looking forward to is LeBron James versus Kevin Durant. Russell Westbrook versus Kevin Durant, because they always got that little back and forth. It's all love. So the question is, I know we got Christmas Day games, but we're going to focus on LeBron James and Kevin Durant. Who has the better supporting cast? Do Kevin Durant has the better supporting cast with James Harden, Kyrie Irving, and Blake Griffin? And my man, can't forget about Jeff Green. Or is it LeBron McGee?
No, he's a
Jeff Green.
I love these moments. I love it.
Jeff Green is in Denver.
Oh, damn. No more Jeff Green. Ooh, that's different. It's going to be different. And then you got LeBron James, Russell Westbrook, Anthony Davis, and Carmelo Anthony. Who has the supporting cast? And this is a prediction. We don't know because the season hasn't started. Who wins this game? Christmas Day.
Lakers got the better supporting cast. Because once you get past Kevin Durant, Kyrie, James, and I guess Blake Griffin, who the hell else is on that team?
But when you just focus on the 4, though, 4 on forward, like
yeah. But a supporting cast, because the big 3s are there. So I mean, you got to look at the rest of the roster as a supporting cast, right? The rest of the roster, because you factor in the big 3s are supposed to do what they're supposed to do. It's the others. And who in the hell are the Brooklyn Nets others? The Lakers others aren't like crazy big names and you expect them to drop $1 million.
That's it. Crunch time 5, or let's say, or the top 7. Scrap LeBron, scrap KD. who's the best team 2 through 7?
The Lakers.
Okay.
It's the Lakers.
We got frail Anthony Davis. We got net negative. Okay. We got net negative Russell Westbrook.
Okay.
And then you got
hold on. Wait. Pause.
Wait. What did he say? He said Kendrick James. What?
No, he said
Kendrick Nunn.
So listen,
net negative Russell Westbrook.
You said frail Anthony Davis, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. You got mentally unstable Kyrie. Okay. You said double negative. You got double negative Russ.
Net negative.
Negative. Okay. Net negative Russ. And you got disappearing at James Harden. Come on down the list.
He counts.
Okay.
But Patty Mills. We got the rookie Day'Ron Sharp. I like what he's going to be doing. We got the other rookie Cam Thomas.
Okay.
We got. See, I don't even want to be like Brooklyn because I don't ever claim.
No.
But you want me to pick a side.
Yeah.
You want me to pick a side. This not even
pick a side. Who winning the game based off their team? We got those 3.
That's Brooklyn.
You got Brooklyn.
All day.
So I'm gonna use this because it made sense, and my boy told me this. He said most of the time the home team for Christmas Day games lose because they got families, so they don't come in focused. So with that being said, and the Lakers being a bunch of dads, this may be an L for the Lakers. Maybe L. You feel me? Because it's Christmas Day.
So let's get even more concrete before we get up out of here. Who has the better big 3?
The Lakers. The hell? I don't even know why you questioning that. The Lakers got the better big 3 because the Lakers will win the championship with their big 3. Just saying.
It's like LeBron's worth 10 points. KD's worth 10 points. AD's worth like 6 points. Russ is worth like -2 points.
Oh, here we go with the negatives.
Kyrie a +2. James is a +6 when healthy. He's dude. Brooklyn round out the roster. I'm sorry, this Laker ain't it. Yep. They ain't even going to be in the finals. So I don't even know what we're really talking about.
We know. Here's what we do know: if the Lakers ain't there, for damn sure the Warriors won't be there. So it's cool by me too. You feel me? That's what we do know. You feel me? We know that.
But let me end the debate. This is what I'm gonna go with. As far as the big 3, who got the better 3 is the Lakers because they have Anthony Davis. You have Kevin Durant and LeBron's gonna cancel each other out. You got Kyrie and Russ kind of cancel each other out, and then you got James Harden and you got Anthony Davis. So they're both are pivotal pieces to winning a championship for their team. In my opinion, I truly believe that those 2 pieces, James Harden for the Nets and Anthony Davis for the Lakers, are going to be the pivotal pieces to help either team win the NBA Finals. But I got to go with Anthony Davis because he can do a little bit more than James Harden. He can get you inside, he can get you outside, and he plays some amazing defense. Now, don't get me wrong. James Harden can play some great defense. He can play some great paint defense, put it that way. He's a great post defender. You look at James Harden, he don't get post up. I don't know if it's because of the lemon peppers. I don't know if he got the husky legs, but he don't get post up. But he doesn't play in crunch situations. Anthony Davis is battle tested. James Harden is still not there yet. And so I would say, as far as like the big 3, who has the better 3? LeBron James. Now, who has the better supporting cast? That's up for debate, but I will have to go to Lakers. They have Ariza, they have Nunn, and they have some other play. They got the Horton. They have a nice little well-rounded roster, and they have some shooters there as well too. I think the Lakers are going to be not a sleeper. I think they're going to be the favorite, in my opinion. We're looking at possibly the 1-1 for each conference. I don't know if it's going to play out that way because you still got the Milwaukee Bucks, but I can't wait for Christmas Day to really see. I got the Lakers winning this game. I'm going with Lakers. This is a statement game because last time Brooklyn whooped their butt in LA. This is a statement game. Yes, they did. When they played in LA, they got torched by them, 15 points. This is a statement game. I got Lakers winning this game in a close one by 7.
It's too early for the damn point prediction, man. We got the bigger one on opening day. I want to see the Bucks and the Nets, and I want to see the Lakers and the Warriors. That might be just as good, if not better.
Yeah, I see that. We'll talk about that as we get closer. We'll talk about that as we get closer.
Nobody cares about the team in the North. Okay? Hey, no one cares about the team in the North.
Hey, I'm not
until they all
listen. Nothing positive from the North has happened since Jon Snow. Okay? Nothing positive in the North has happened since my man Jon Snow.
Anyway, man, before we get up out of here, what final comments before we wrap it up, man?
Bird in the hand is worth more. What is that? What is that?
Yeah, come on.
A bird in the hand or two in the bush? Which one is it? What? Dennis Schroeder. I encourage my young bucks to go out there and Google a bird in the hand or two in the bush. This is a Dennis Schroeder reference, man. Okay. You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. I'm just trying to figure out how
I forgot the phrase. I got it. I had a brain fart right there, but I'm gonna put up a little thing when I edit the video, man. It's not hard, man. People don't understand what betting on yourself is versus a bird in the hand. And if you just find that balance, you'll be all right. But sometimes it costs you $60 million. Who knows?
Yeah. Only thing I got is take care of your pockets, wear a condom, and stay away from the ones that's for the streets. Okay? Stay away. If she wasn't with you shooting in the gym, she ain't the one for you, man. She ain't the one for you. She wasn't there shooting in the gym. You up here shooting up the club, and she wasn't there shooting up the gym. So I wouldn't do it.
Oh, man. Anyway, man, we got a dope segment next week about mental health, so you don't want to miss out because there's a lot of stuff and how stuff like this $200K can impact your mental health and things like that, man. But y'all always take care of yourself. Stay safe, stay blessed, and remember to talk that talk. We see y'all on Thursday.